guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA 20 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Scunthorpe United. We're on a bit of a roll here as we start the year. We grabbed 6 points in our last one and now we move on to take second place Rochdale. So it's a big one. We could grab 3 points here and see ourselves close that gap to the top 3. So we need to get one here. It's a big one to kind of get ourselves going. Keep that momentum going, and then also get down and grab 3 points. It's a 6-point swing here against Rochdale. And then we'll move on. We take on bottom of the table, Port Vale. So hopefully it could be another one. Close out the month unbeaten. And then hopefully we can close out the transfer window. So let's get into this one. See if we can grab 3 points from Rochdale. So before we get into the game, we do have some transfer moves. Along with Gauthier leaving at the beginning of the month, Visnage will be leaving for $280,000, and Adam Michaels will leave for Macclesfield Town for $175,000. So we'll get into this one against Rochdale. The team is basically fully fit. The only one with a little bit of fatigue is Manelik, as he played in the last one, but everyone else is ready to go. Same starting lineup. It's becoming a strong one. Let's get into this one, see if we can grab 3 points. And we'll get this one underway. Wazzy pushing forward here. Can he get a pass off? It's Manelik right out to Bailey. Bailey driving on. Can he do anything with it? Sends it in. Conceição flicks on. Can't get the back post. Gets behind Manelik. He'll race out. Tries to get there. It's a Wazzy taking him down. Lays it out now. It gets on the counter here for Bailey. Bailey up the wing trying to drive forward. Can he do anything with it? Can't find George Wood yet to outpace his man. He'll get into the edge of the box. Now tries to get it in. It's Manelik. Cordoba actually gets on the ball. And a chance there, but George Wood couldn't settle it down. And he's going to be called offsides anyway. It was a good opportunity. Cordoba chests it down and tries to get it there. But it's going to be an offsides call. Oh, Allenvik misses with the interception, and they're going to drive in. Jackson's going to have to run out there and cover him up, try and block away that cross. He can't get there. It's right there in front. And nothing doing for Yidget. Oh, Allenvik goes. Oh, it's an offsides call, and we get a little lucky there, as we do just enough to keep him a little honest. Hung gets up there and pulls him off sides. And it will be a 0-0 still. Wazzy on the ball, tries to drop it in. Has George Wood there. He'll try and cut right back. Can he find something in the middle? It's Conceição who takes the shot, but not enough on it. And he's going to be offsides. Oh, Bailey tried to get it off to Manelik, and he's behind him. Hung comes out. He gets there. Big shot, and it goes wide of the net. Wazzy lays it off. Jackson moving forward. Tries to get going. Has to hold up now. Can't get it to Manelik. It's intercepted, and it's on a run here for Tavares. Final minutes here in the first half. They lay it off. Wazzy now out of position. Bailey gets back, though, and covers it up. Good run there, and they drop it over. Jackson gets there, and it goes to Wazzy. And that ends the first half. A little bit of pressure, but not much going on. It's a tough defensive battle. Rochdale shows why they are the #1 defense in the league as we head in 0-0 at halftime. Jackson gets forward, now lays it out to Allenvik. He gets on it. Has a good pass here to Cordoba. Lays it off George Wood. Back heels nicely to Conceição. He splits the defender. Has to go with the shot, and they get a foot in before he can get it off. Goes up to George Wood. Conceição on the interception. Oh, he gets it off to him nicely. Conceição now holding up. Looking for a run here. Can he find one? Has it on to George Wood. He gets behind finally. Can he get the shot off? He does, and finds the back of the net. What a play there by George Wood. It was the slowest shot. It just felt like it hung in the air forever. But we finally get behind the back line, and George Wood with his 11th goal of the season. And it's all started, I believe, with his back heel to Conceição. And then Conceição lays it right out to him. We finally get behind their big center backs who seem to have pretty good pace. They recover well, but this time George Wood beats him, and he gets it underneath the keeper's arm and into the back of the net. Top of the box here. They try to get behind. It's into the middle. We try to get there, and Jackson gets a big foot to it. And the big center back turns it away, goes for a corner. Guzman goes off to Cordoba. He's going to drive in. Cordoba getting forward in the final minutes. He's going to drive in. Can he find his opening goal with the team? Tight angle, no. Stuffed away by McLaughlin. And it's a corner here. Cordoba, he'll send it in. Looking for the ball. It's headed away. It's settled down by Bailey. Back to the middle. Oh, Wang tries to make a smash and can't. But that does it. It sits at the feet of Hung. And we go 1-0 over Rochdale and grab another 3 points. And it's another clean sheet for Yidgit. A great game. The best defensive team in the league. We find a goal. I mean, pretty evenly matched. We just found the back of the net. Scunthorpe gets 4 shots, 2 on target. They only get 1 on target off 5. Awazi an 8.3, Hung 7.7, Jackson 7.4, Allenvik 6.8, Bailey 7.6, Henry 6.4, Wang 7.1, Cordoba 7.3, Guzman 5.8, Wood 8.1, Manalik a 6.7, Conceição 7.8, Yidgit 7.1, and that'll do it as we go on top of Rochdale 1-0. So we have 2 more sales. It will be Sung-Soo Oh. He'll head out for $145,000. And we have Jihu Jill, who will go to Port Vale for just $67,000. Just trying to clear out some of these players as we have a big youth academy now who can really come in. They have better potentials, already better overall. So just trying to get rid of some of the players and, maybe they'll come back here in the Project Reject. So we've made 2 more sales. It's Isaac Davis who will leave and go to Accrington for $125,000. And Vukoja, who I really liked Vukoja and wanted him to do well, but he's always complaining about playing time and there's just better players that are coming along. So he will leave for $270,000. So we'll get into the next game here against Port Vale. We'll make a couple changes, mostly to the bench, but one here in the keeper position, it will be Ennis coming in for Yidgit. He's just asking for some more playing time, and honestly, with all 3 of these keepers, they're all very good. They all have important status, so we do have to rotate them and get them equal playing time. So let's get Ennis in here. Let's see if we can grab another win against Port Vale. And we'll get this one underway. Corner kick here at the early stages of the game. It's high and into the box. It's headed on and almost finds the back of the net. Luckily goes wide. Jackson out wide. Allenvik has the ball here. Gets it up nicely to Wang. He'll move it on to Cordoba. Cordoba looking to get it into the box if he can. He'll now center it right to the top here. It's a good pass. Bailey right on to Manalik. Takes the long shot and hits the sidebar as he floats it over the goalkeeper. Throw in. Goes to Bailey. Sends it off. Has it to Manalik. Goes off to Wang. Wang tries to cut back. Has it off George Wood. He tries to turn. Gets past his man. Takes the shot in. Just going to go wide of the net. Jackson up to Wang. Has it up George Wood. He'll try and send it off. Has Conceição. He'll drop it in behind. It's Wang on the ball. Takes the shot. They just get a little foot to it. And it trips up Wang. And he can't get the shot off. Joyce drops it off into Pope. On the edge of the box. He'll lay it off. It's a good cross in. Broken up and laced into the back of the net as the deflection goes right back to Pope. And it's going to be 1-0 Port Vale here in the 40th minute. Not much offense from Port Vale, but they get one here as he puts his foot behind it and consistently one of the top League 2 scorers. He finds the back of the net yet again as he's unmarked and gets it right past Ennis. Goes out wide. Drops it down to Burgess. It'll be the final build-up here as we get into the final minutes. Awazi knocks it down. It bounces back up. Will they blow the whistle? They won't. They'll give them one more chance. Into the box they go. a long time here as they give them a lot of the ball. It's headed on and in the back of the net almost 2 minutes later. And it's going to be 2-0 as Pope finds it again. We just weren't able to break it up. And Port Vale have a 2-goal lead here in extra time as we take the final touch of the first half. And Scunthorpe United will head in down 2-0 to Port Vale. Wang drops it off. It's George Wood. He gets past his man into the box. Can't get the shot off in time. And it's going to be cleared away again by Port Vale. So Conceição will line up a free kick here to end the game. It's a low game here for Scunthorpe. He just puts it right on Madison. And we'll just get out of here. It's a 2-0 loss here to Port Vale. They got the second goal right at the end of the half. And then the second half, they just put 11 men into the box and made sure we didn't get anything. I mean, we controlled the ball almost completely the second half and couldn't get a shot off. And it's an ugly one. Middle of the pack, Port Vale, and we go down. Alan Vick is 7.2, Bailey is 7.1, Conceição 7.0, Rinaldi 6.2, Sampras 6.1, Guzman 6.5, George Wood is 6.8, Manelik 6.9, Wang is 7.0, Cordoba 5.9, Ennis is 6.3, Awazi 6.4, Hung is 6.3, Jackson 6.2, and that does it as we go down 2-0. So we're here in our first month of scouting here in Australia, and it's brought back a couple decent players. The one that we'll mostly look at is Harvey Mitchell. We'll bring him in. He's 15 years of age, has a decent evaluation and decent potential, so we'll bring him into the youth academy, and the rest will hold on until next month. So we need to make some room here in the youth academy, so we'll go through here. We have Leo Teixeira, who has good potential, a little bit low overall though. We have Dixon Shigari, who, we could bring him in. We do need another right back or left back. We have Valet, who we could bring in as well. Great potential, 55 overall though. We have Fernando Aguero, decent potential as well. Christian Lopez. Victor Market, I think we will just let go at this point. I think we can do a little bit better than him. And, we have Solomon. We have Vergara as well, 58 overall. Jose Henriquez, great potential there. And then we have Carlos Petiro, who we're waiting on, a striker from Portugal, looks to be a good player. Tiago Abreu, we'll hold on for now. And then we have Ramon Segura, who we could bring in. So, just trying to think of who we might need to bring in. I think we'll go defensively and bring in a couple of these left and right backs. We'll bring in Shigari, see what he has. The right back from Nigeria has decent potential, and I think we'll bring in. We could bring in Valle, or we could bring in Teixeira. I think we'll bring in Teixeira. I think we need another center defensive midfielder after getting rid of Isaac Davis, so we'll bring him in as well. And I think the rest will hold on for now until we find out what we have in the other two countries. So we'll get in here. It's our first month here in Belgium, and it's brought back some decent players. Unfortunately, he is a goalkeeper, so we're going to hold on Victor Janssen. We do have 3 goalkeepers. It's already tough to get them playing time. We have Victor Jelen, 69 and 93, another goalkeeper. We are getting a ton of goalkeepers. And then Florian LeBlanc, who's a good player, but is a little bit smaller for my liking. We'll hold on to him for now, see what comes back in the future months. So we're here in Sweden, and it's brought back a couple great players. Nicholas Sorberg being the best of them. Again, another goalkeeper, and we just don't need another one. So I'm going to hold on for now. I wish we could just pick any position but goalkeeper at this point. Because, man, we could have a whole team of great goalkeepers. But we'll hold on now and see what the rest bring back here in the future. So we have Leo Teixeira. He's a center defensive midfielder, can also play the center midfielder. So good defensive player here, high defensive work rate, medium attacking work rate, 6'2". He's got 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. No traits, unfortunately, but that's all right. I don't really care about the traits in all honesty. Has good jumping, good sprint speed, good, decent ball control. We could do better on that. Probably needs a little bit better on just kind of the dribbling and ball control stats, but looks to be a good player. Good aggression. We could find the stand tackle's good in the midfield. Slide tackle's all right. Probably don't need that as a midfielder as much. So Leo Teixeira, a great player here for the future. And then we also have Dixon Shigare, 3-star skill moves in weak foot, 6 foot, medium attacking work rate, high defensive work rate, good player, right and center back, which is good. We probably needed a little bit more height there at the back line. Decent jumping at an 80 overall, so could probably really do a good job getting the ball out of the box there. And decent sprint speed, good ball control, which is always nice to see, since that seems to be a big problem. Wish the passing was a little bit better, but it could be, could improve. And same thing with the slide and stand tackle. That probably needs a little bit of work before he gets into the squad. But those are the 2 new players that we'll bring into the team. So with the loss, we see ourselves just drop a little bit into 5th position, tied, and only 1 goal better is Grimsby Town. So it's still close. We're only 4 points, 5 points out of the top 3. Although they're starting to really run away with it. It's almost like you can't drop any points, but that'll do it. We'll keep fighting on Scunthorpe United here in League 2 as we get into February. That'll do it for us here in this one. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can always find out when the newest episodes are coming out. And until next time, have a good one.